What if I told you that the smallest decision you make today could change the entire course of your life? Not tomorrow, not next week, not in 5 years. But right now, have you ever stopped to think something as simple as waking up 5 minutes earlier, choosing water instead of soda, or deciding to open a book instead of scrolling through your phone can shape your destiny? The truth is, life isn't shaped by the big moments we wait for. It's molded by the quiet, invisible choices we make every single day. Most people think destiny is written in one giant decision, one dramatic turning point. But that's not how human psychology works. Our minds are wired to follow patterns, to repeat what feels easy, and to seek comfort. Yet every small choice is like casting a vote for the person you want to become. And here's the hard truth: you don't become strong overnight, you don't become disciplined overnight, and you don't become successful overnight. You become these things by winning the small, often overlooked battles of the day. Think about it. Your life right now is the sum total of the choices you've made in the past 5 years. Where you live, how you feel, what you've achieved, all of it is connected to tiny actions that seemed harmless in the moment. But here's the powerful part: if small choices created the life you have now, then new small choices can create the life you dream of. Every choice is like planting a seed. Some seeds grow into weeds that choke your progress, while others bloom into trees that bear fruit for a lifetime. The scary part: many people plant weeds without even knowing it because they think their choices don't matter, but they do. They always do. That's why awareness is the first step to change, because once you realize every little decision counts, you can no longer live carelessly. Here's the beauty: small choices have power far, far greater than we realize because they compound. Do something once and it doesn't matter much. Do it every day for a year and suddenly you've changed your body, your mind, your career, your relationships, and your future. One extra page read a day is a book a year. One daily workout is a new body in 6 months. One choice to speak up every day is a lifetime of confidence. Your destiny is being shaped in silence by things no one claps for. But here's where most people go wrong. They wait for motivation. They think they'll act once they feel like it. Psychology proves that's a trap. Feelings follow actions, not the other way around. Every time you choose discipline over impulse, you train your brain to trust yourself. And trust is the foundation of unshakable confidence. Imagine how unstoppable you become if you could silence the little voice that says, skip it, no one will notice, because deep down you notice and your future notices. Now, I want you to stay with me until the end of this video, because what you're going to hear today has the power to change the way you live forever. If you commit to this, you won't just learn how to control your choices, you'll learn how to master your destiny. As a reward for watching till the very end, you'll walk away with one clear, practical system that will allow you to take back control of your life step by step. Not theory, not fluff. Real, actionable steps that work if you use them. So ask yourself right now, what choices are you making today that your future self will thank you for or regret? Because the hidden power of small choices is this: they may seem invisible now, but they are writing the story of your life. And if you want that story to be extraordinary, it starts with the next choice you make. The secret to lasting change is hidden in the habits that no one sees. It's not the big leap that changes you. It's the tiny step you take when no one is watching. Psychology tells us that your brain loves patterns. The more you repeat something, the easier it becomes. This is why even the smallest choice, done consistently, can rewire your mind and transform your life. Think of it like this: every time you follow through on a small promise to yourself, you build trust with your own mind. And trust is everything, because when you trust yourself, you stop negotiating with excuses. You stop waiting for motivation to show up. You act even when it's hard, because you know deep down you can rely on you. The opposite is also true. Every time you break a promise to yourself, no matter how small, you weaken that trust. You teach your mind that your words don't matter. That's why the power of small choices isn't just about building habits, it's about building character. And character shapes destiny. Ask yourself, what if you decided today to stop underestimating the little things? What if you believe that 5 minutes of discipline is worth more than 5 hours of regret? Because here's the truth: those 5 minutes stack up. They turn into hours, days, weeks, and eventually a life you're proud of. You don't need to move mountains today. You just need to move one stone. And if you keep moving one stone at a time, one day you'll look back and realize you built the mountain. Discipline is not about doing everything at once. It's about mastering the art of showing up, even when it's uncomfortable. Human psychology proves that momentum is built in moments, not in massive actions. When you show up for yourself today, even in the smallest way, you create energy that pushes you forward tomorrow. That is how great lives are built, one disciplined moment stacked on top of another. The problem is that most people wait for the perfect time. They wait until they feel ready, until life slows down, until circumstances align, but the perfect time never comes. There will always be distractions, doubts, and obstacles. Waiting only steals your power. Acting, even imperfectly, is what creates progress. Every time you choose to take action in spite of resistance, you weaken the grip of procrastination. You silence the inner critic that says, you can't. And each victory, no matter how small, builds a sense of strength that nothing can take away from you. That strength is not just mental, it becomes emotional resilience, confidence, and unshakable self-belief. Think of a staircase. From the bottom, the top looks impossible to reach. But once you take the first step, the path becomes clearer. You don't have to climb it all today. You only need to take the step in front of you. And when you do that consistently, the climb that once seemed overwhelming becomes inevitable. So don't underestimate today's choice. Don't despise the small steps, because those steps are the very foundation of the future you are building. One day, you will thank yourself for not giving up when it would have been easy to quit. The truth is discipline isn't built in the moments of comfort. It's built when you face the voice that says, stay in bed, skip the workout, do it tomorrow. That inner resistance is the testing ground where strength is born. Every time you overcome it, you're not just winning a small battle, you're reshaping who you are. Psychology calls this identity-based change. When you act consistently, you begin to see yourself differently. You're no longer someone who tries to be disciplined. You become someone who is disciplined. Once your identity shifts, your actions follow naturally. You don't force discipline, you embody it. But here's the challenge: most people quit before this transformation happens. They expect instant results. They want proof before persistence, yet the hidden power of small choices is revealed only through patience. Each day of consistency is like laying a single brick. At first it feels slow, but one day you look back and see you've built an unshakable wall of strength. This is why giving up too soon is so costly. You never let the compounding effect of your choices work for you. Imagine if you trusted the process long enough to see the harvest of your efforts. Imagine looking in the mirror and seeing not just results, but a new version of yourself staring back, stronger, braver, and more capable than ever before. So the question is not whether discipline works. It always works. The real question is whether you will stay long enough to let it transform you. Because if you do, your life won't just improve, it will never be the same again. Discipline is not about doing everything perfectly. It's about choosing progress over perfection. Many people give up because they think one mistake erases all their effort. But the truth is, one wrong step doesn't destroy the journey. It's giving up that does. The strongest people are not the ones who never fall. They are the ones who rise again, no matter how many times they stumble. Think about it: when you miss one workout or slip back into an old habit, that moment doesn't define you. What defines you is your response. Do you allow guilt to chain you down, or do you stand back up and keep moving forward? Psychology shows that self-compassion fuels long-term discipline far more than self-criticism. When you forgive yourself quickly and recommit, you build resilience. And resilience is the armor that protects discipline from breaking. Every small decision to rise after failure strengthens your belief in yourself. It tells your brain, I'm someone who doesn't quit. That identity becomes more powerful than the slip-ups. And soon your setbacks no longer control you. They serve as proof of your strength. Remember, discipline is not about never falling off track. It's about shortening the time between falling and rising. That gap determines how far you'll go. If you can rise fast, you can never be stopped. So don't chase perfection. Chase consistency. Don't focus on the slip-ups. Focus on the comeback, because in the end, the comeback is what defines your destiny. Now think about the people you admire most. Are they the ones who had an easy path? Or are they the ones who faced storms and still kept moving forward? Greatness is not built in moments of comfort. It's built in moments of resistance. The days you don't feel like showing up are the days that count the most. Because those are the days when you prove to yourself that discipline is stronger than emotion. The human brain is wired to seek comfort, to avoid pain, and to conserve energy. That's why discipline feels so hard. You are literally fighting against your natural wiring. But here's the secret: every time you push past comfort, you rewire your brain. You teach it that temporary discomfort is worth the long-term reward. Slowly, discomfort becomes your ally, not your enemy. This is why elite performers, athletes, and leaders rise above the rest. It's not because they love the struggle. It's because they have learned to embrace it. They understand that growth doesn't happen in the safe zone. It happens in the stretch zone where you are uncomfortable but still moving forward. And here's the beautiful part: the more you stretch yourself, the more your comfort zone expands. What once felt impossible becomes normal. What once scared you becomes your new standard. That's the power of consistent discipline. It transforms not just what you do, but who you become. So the next time you feel resistance, don't see it as a wall. See it as a signal that you are on the right path. Because every moment of discomfort you conquer is shaping you into the person you were meant to be. Every great transformation starts with a decision. But the truth is, it's not the big, dramatic decisions that shape your life. It's the small ones, the ones you repeat every single day. Waking up early, choosing water over soda, spending 10 minutes reading instead of scrolling. These choices seem insignificant in the moment, but together they create your future. Think of it like drops of water carving a stone. One drop doesn't change anything, but over time, consistent drops can cut through rock. That's what your daily actions are doing. They are shaping your destiny in ways you might not see today, but you will feel tomorrow. Most people underestimate the power of these small choices because they expect instant results. But life doesn't reward speed, it rewards consistency. Imagine where you would be 1 year from now if you just stuck with one positive habit every single day. It might feel small at first, but compounded over time, it becomes unstoppable. This is why discipline is the ultimate freedom. When you master small choices, you gain control over your future. You no longer live at the mercy of moods, temptations, or circumstances. Instead, you live by design, not by default, and that is where true strength lies. So ask yourself today, what small choice can I commit to? Not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. Because your future is hidden in the decisions you make today. And if you choose discipline, consistency, and growth, even in the smallest, you will wake up one day and realize you have become unstoppable. Life is not changed in a single leap. It is changed one step at a time. And those steps are built on the choices you make when nobody is watching. Every time you choose growth over comfort, strength over weakness, and action over excuses, you are building the foundation of the person you were meant to become. Think about it. Your habits are your future. If you repeat negative choices, your life will move in a negative direction. But if you repeat empowering choices, even the smallest ones, your life will rise to levels you never imagined. The secret has never been luck or talent. The secret is consistency. The secret is refusing to give up when it's easier to quit. The secret is remembering that every day is a vote for the person you are becoming. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to stay committed. The real winners in life are not the people who never stumble, but the ones who keep getting back up. Because discipline is not about never falling. It's about rising again, stronger than before. So let today be the day you stop underestimating yourself. Let today be the day you take ownership of your choices. Start small, stay consistent, and trust the process. And when doubt whispers your efforts don't matter, remember this: every drop of water shapes the stone, and every decision shapes your destiny. Your future is waiting, and it begins with the choice you make right now. If this message lit a fire inside you, imagine what staying connected could do. This is Motivation Vault, the place where every word is designed to unlock your hidden strength and push you closer to the life you dream of. Don't just watch and leave. Join this vault of motivation by hitting subscribe and turning on the bell so you never miss the daily push your future self will thank you for. Remember, every great change starts with a single step. And right now, that step is yours to take. Subscribe today. Stay inspired. Let's build a stronger, unstoppable you together.